my friends. Here is an update for Goimagine from the town hall that was just live on January 6th. And basically, this is available, and I recommend you watch this on YouTube on Maker Circle, which Maker Circle is going away soon. Stay tuned for more on that in this video. And also, it's available on Facebook. I recommend watching it on YouTube personally. I like to use YouTube to watch videos because I can change the speed in which I listen to someone talk. So if they're talking kind of slow or too quickly, it's easy to slow it down or speed it up, that type of thing. But yeah, if you just search Goimagine Town Hall on YouTube, it comes right up, and it's only 23 minutes long, so that's a very short video for John Lincoln. He generally is a bit of a talker like me, so usually the videos go a little bit longer than that, so he kept it pretty short and to the point. He did answer some questions as they came in as well, but more questions got answered within the day after that video was made, and it was a live at the time. It was a live video, but the replays are available for you, so definitely check that out if you want it straight from the horse's mouth. And there's a little bit more detail in there that I'm not going to cover in this video, but what I do want to talk about is there's two major changes coming up for Goimagine, and then there's also some minor changes, but the major changes are changes within the plans. Those are the memberships that a seller needs to have in order to list items on Goimagine. And there's different plans that they have changed the prices of, and there's a new plan available, and we'll go over that in just a second. And then there's also the fact that Maker Circle is no longer going to be a function for Goimagine. They're going to move some of that content over to the website, and Maker Circle is going away completely. And you can see if you're looking on the screen here, but I'll also mention the plan changes, the pricing changes for people's memberships basically is changing January 14th. So that's coming up real fast. And then Maker Circle is gone as of January 20th. So important dates to remember there. So the plan changes. It's complicated. There's a lot to it, but there's the community plan now. It's a new plan that they started. It's free. There is not a monthly fee for that. The only time you will have to pay anything is if you make a sale, and then you'll have the regular transaction fee will be 6.5%, and then there's also the Stripe fee whenever the payment goes through, or whatever payment processor is going to charge their fee, but that fee is not charged by Goimagine. There was the launch plan previously that was $2.50 a month. That plan is being discontinued. So if you're currently on that plan and you choose to stay, no changes will happen, or you can switch to a new plan at any time. Just trying to read their little details there. But that one was $2.50 a month, and that one had a transaction fee of 5%, and the total number of listings was up to 20 listings. And then there's the Thrive plan, and there's going to be no change to that. That used to be the middle plan, and it's still the middle plan because now there's Free, Thrive, and Mosaic. So that's the middle plan, and that is a subscription fee of $5 a month, and then the transaction fee is 5%, and then the total listings available for that is up to 200. And then there's the Mosaic plan, which has been here all along, and that includes the Mosaic site. So that one's, pretty special and different. And that one is the subscription fee is going up to $15 a month, where it used to be $10 a month. And the transaction fee, if you bring your own customer in, is 0%. So if the customer goes directly to your Mosaic site address from a link that you post on social media, for example, then there will be no transaction fee. There will still be a payment processing fee. There always will be, and Goimagine can't control that. That's through the payment processor. And then there's the marketplace, a transaction fee. If someone doesn't go straight to your link, then it's only 2%. So that's a big difference. And the total listings is 1,000. That's what it was already, I believe. So down below here in this infographic, I have some information that I took from them, basically saying, as announced in August 2023, we've discontinued our grandfather pricing policy. Members who were on the following plans before 2023 will maintain their existing rates as long as they make no changes to their subscription. So there were other plans that were available back in the day called the starter plan, the growth plan, the professional plan, the all-star plan. If you had one of these plans and you don't ever change it, then you will still get to keep it. And this is if you had that prior to August 2023. If you change it at any point or cancel it and then re-sign up or anything like that, then these ones will no longer be an option to you, and you'll have to choose a different one at that time. Or if you were to change it to the Mosaic plan, for example, right now, you can't go back to the starter plan. You would have to choose between the Community, Thrive, and Mosaic at this time. So hopefully that makes sense. There's a lot of people asked about that, and we're kind of confused by it. If you don't know which plan you're on and you really can't remember, you need to go to dashboard.goimagine.com. Let me see, I had that open. Of course, I have just ignore what I was Googling here. There it is. And then you go to plan and billing. And when you click here, it will ask you to put your email address in, and then it will send you an email. And then when it sends you that email, you have to put that code in, and then you can find out what plan you're currently on. And it will literally say starter plan or growth plan or professional plan or all-star plan, or it'll say Thrive plan or launch plan or whatever. So you'll know which one you're on. And so if you're on one of these starter, growth, professional, or all-star, that means you are grandfathered in, and as long as you don't change anything, you are grandfathered into whatever price you paid at that time. So hopefully that makes sense. And then let's see here. Yeah, there's been numerous inquiries about the plan changes. It's January 14th. If you missed the live stream, definitely check it out. But here they just kind of describe each plan and explain. The community plan is free. This is new. There's never been a free plan before. So this is perfect for somebody who's just starting their journey. They either have never sold online before and they're just not sure. They want to try it out and see how it goes. Or somebody who is just not sure if they want to use Goimagine and they've been selling on Etsy for a while, or they're trying to decide between Etsy and Goimagine. This is a perfect way to try out something and see how it goes. So I won't go through all of this in detail, but here it is if you want to take a screenshot of it, or this is pulled directly from a Facebook post that Official Goimagine group posted for everybody. But I just kind of pulled out some of the key points here to go over with you, but I kind of already explained it in detail in the last one. So if we look really closely here, these are the three plans available: Community, Thrive, or Mosaic. So if you're a new seller or if you're thinking about changing, these are your three options, and it goes over in detail what those are, and that's as of January 14th. And then they also explain more in detail as to one reason why they increased Mosaic, because, obviously some people are going to be like, they increased the price of that? That's not cool. Here is an example of a person who in the past had $100 in Mosaic sales. They paid $15 total cost. The way that this has changed now, you could have $2,500 in Mosaic sales and you would have $15 cost, whereas in the past it would have been $135 out of your pocket in the fees. So it saves a lot of money for those sellers who are selling more. So if you're not selling very much and you don't care about having the Mosaic site, you could potentially consider dropping down to the Thrive plan, which now includes 200 listings. So it's just kind of giving you an example there, which I think is really good. A couple other things they did cover in the meeting was our numbers, 7,400 maker members, 33,000 registered customers. That's only the registered customers, not those who are checking out its guests. 61% year-over-year growth. They've got number of Facebook followers, Instagram followers, and views on Pinterest, 8.47 million. And then one thing that John Lincoln did talk about is that for 2025, they're going to be focused focusing their marketing more on Pinterest and on Google Shopping. And they didn't have any really specific information on that yet, but there may be more information to come. And a couple other changes they did talk about was there's going to be updates to the checkout for our buyers. So that checkout screen is going to change and hopefully be more updated and easier to follow. And there's also going to be new payment options that are going to be added, potentially things like Apple Pay or Venmo, things like that, which can come in really handy for, other options for customers to pay. And then also a huge one that I think a lot of people have been asking for a while is inventory management. So this is when you have different options available. Like I have, let's say I'm selling t-shirts and I have, small, medium, and large, and I have 3 larges on hand and 7 mediums and 1 small. And currently the way that it works is you can't assign separate quantity inventory to each size. You would just have to say 1 is available to be purchased, because 1 is the smallest number that you have. You only have 1 in size small. So if a customer picked a small, you wouldn't want them to pick 7 and then you don't have 7 available. And what if you can't find more of that shirt or whatever? So now it will make it to where we can have each size or color or whatever options you have, you can put a quantity assigned to that. That's not out yet, but that should be out soon, is what they're saying. That's been in the works for quite a while, and they're really working to do that. And another thing that's going into effect when it comes to the Maker Circle going away is there's the Maker Business Academy, which was only available to certain plans in the past. It is actually going to become available to all plans in the future. So whenever they get that up and running here towards the end of the month, Maker Circle's going away January 20th. So hopefully before then or around that same time, then we're going to be able to access something to get to Maker Business Academy. And there may be different things available within Maker Business Academy, but they did say that they still are going to have the shop critiques and trend reports, and they named a couple of things that will definitely still be happening in Maker Business Academy, but that might be changing a little bit. But it's also available to all members. It doesn't matter which plan you're on, for you to have access to that. So that's really awesome. So that's basically all the updates that I wanted to highlight. There might be a couple other really small things in there that I didn't mention, but those to me were the biggest ones. The pricing obviously is the most important to a lot of people, and it's really important to just know if you change your plan, then if you were grandfathered in earlier on a couple of years ago when they stopped that grandfathering option, you will no longer be guaranteed to stay at that price. And then, if you change your mind again, you can't go back to that old plan that's no longer available. So hopefully that all makes sense. I really appreciate everybody tuning into this, and definitely check out that video and, let me know if you have any questions or anything. What are you most excited about? I'm personally excited about a lot of it, to be honest with you. So yeah, excited to see what 2025 brings when it comes to Goimagine and making more sales and making more videos for everyone. So please make sure to like and subscribe to see more videos about Goimagine. And I definitely have a lot of things in the works and planned for this year for everybody to help grow our businesses. And thanks so much.